Yeah, we here. Oh man, let me come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. We in here just a little bit. Just a little bit of love in your life. Something. We in here. My wife asked me why I got a jacket on. And she got a cold in here. Mr. Smith in the building. What's going on, Mr. Smith? What's going on? What is going on? Connoisseurs? Okay. All is well. How about you? Oh, listen, we trying to get caught up on everything. We trying to get these She-Hulk reviews in and everything, trying to make sure we get those taken care of. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. How about you? How you doing? What y'all got going on? We're going to talk about a lot today. I'm trying to keep us on the schedule, get us in and get us out and everything like that. I want to get us in and get us out. Get us in and get us out. We got about 6 topics to talk about. We're going to go ahead and jump into those. Steezo, what's going on? What's going on? I got some topics I want us to get into. Make sure we go ahead and get them out the way. We'll see if we get a few more people in here. Everybody doing good, though? Everybody doing good? It's Monday. You know what? I know what topic we can go ahead and start off with. We can go ahead and start off with this topic right here. It is Monday. We do have a game coming up tonight. Clemson taking on Georgia Tech. So, to those that have decided to join me, yeah, Twerk Chronicles. I figured a catchy name, Twerk. Because we're going to talk about She-Hulk twerking with Megan Thee Stallion. We're going to talk about that. But let's start off with this. Did your favorite college football team win this weekend? Mine did. Ooh, mine did. Mine did. Yeah, Twerk Chronicles. We're going to make it do with the Twerk Chronicles. So, did your favorite college football team win this weekend? Georgia did what they needed to do against Oregon. So I was happy with that. Mr. Smith, ooh. Y'all had a little bit of a nail biter there with the Fighting Irish, didn't you, Mr. Smith? I think y'all had a little bit. Old State, yeah, y'all had a little bit of a scare, Any Florida State, Miami fans in the building? Anybody? I think Michigan did their thing. Harmless product placement. Shout out to A&W Cream Soda for making it do what it do on this particular broadcast. All I need now is a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Make it do what it's going to do. Let's go ahead, though. It's 5 minutes in. We got 5 minutes left. Anybody else college football? Because I want to make sure I keep us on a nice little schedule. Like I said, get us in and get us out. We got Monday Night Football. We got wrestling going on and everything. Anybody watch wrestling this weekend? Anybody? What? King of the Castle Kings or whatever? WWE? Anybody watch wrestling? Solo Sequoia? So I want to make sure I'm saying his name right. Solo Sequoia, Roman Reigns' cousin, one of the Usos' younger brother, makes his debut. Anybody? We saw that? But let's go ahead and get on topic. Let's go ahead and get these topics out of the way because I want to make sure we stay on topic. So, Yahya Abdul Mateen, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing his name right. He says, well, he compares superhero work to clown work. Let's talk about it. Ooh, I'm laughing because it was some people in their feelings when he made that statement. Bloodline. Oh yeah. So how do we feel about that? Superhero work. He's an accomplished actor. He doesn't feel like I'm a Fighting Illini fan, but their football ain't that good. You know what though? Shout out to you though, D. Steezel, Kendall Gill from back in the day, man. The Fighting Illini, man. I remember y'all from back in the day. Man, I ain't finna do that with y'all, man. Shout out to the Fighting Illini. I remember y'all from back in the. You make them thing, make it do what it do. But yeah, he considers superhero work to be clown work. Now, I don't know why he's getting a lot of flack unless he's the latest actor to say it or his words were so scolding. But he's not the only one. Jason Statham has made some comments, some derogatory comments about superhero movies. Funny enough, Idris Elba made some comments about superhero movies and then went right back and did hot dog. So, how are we feeling about this? And like I said, I'm laughing for a whole different reason because there's another YouTuber who got his panties all in a rip, his drawers, his undergarments all in a rip, a bunch about what he was offended, but by what Mr. Mateen said, and I'm like, I found it odd. John Campion, hell, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not finna do that. We're not finna play the guessing game. John Campion, he was bothered. He was offended by the comments because he felt like they were, insensitive to the comic book fan base. Now, I'm looking at John Campion like this. So you don't think any of the comments you and your staff have made on your show have been insensitive to a comic book fan base? Oh, so now you in your feelings. He doesn't feel that it is very authentic to the craft of theater work, I guess. He doesn't. I don't believe him to be right. I believe that a superhero is a character. And we're talking characters. All characters, unless they're based on unless it's a real person, are characters that start from an idea, translates from here down to here to a pen and a pad or on a laptop. So what he doesn't have, and he should. If he has respect for Candyman, he should have respect for Black Manta. I think what winds up happening too many times is that superhero characters, because we're saying it's the superhero genre, and I faced, when I was going to school at Florida State back in 97, I faced that same type of blatant ignorance. I had a teacher tell me, I'm taking a creative writing class. It's fiction. I'm taking a fictional writing class, creative writing. The teacher, older woman, did not like the fact that I was writing this back in 97. I was writing a story about a guy who flew, shot lasers out of his hands, and was bulletproof. She didn't like that story, gave me an F and told me to go back home and rewrite it. Now I can write. So instead of the dude flying, he was now swinging because we got rappel ropes, right? Right. Instead of him being bulletproof, I just put a Kevlar vest on it, right? And instead of him being able to shoot lasers out of his hands, I just had him pull out 2 9mm. I got a damn A+ for the story. That was the only thing I changed up. And she went with it. Where we at with it? I could see Jason Statham as Lex Luthor. I think Jason Statham would play a great Lex Luthor. We would buy into Lex Luthor being able to put hands on somebody if he's Jason Statham. We wouldn't doubt Jason Statham's intelligence as Lex Luthor either. So these things, I like that. The Come On Your Kid, that clown work comment landed badly. He brought a lot of people to wrong. And I'm like, now this is me. They thought enough of you to bring you back for Aquaman 2. Safe to say, for the most part, aside from you and Ocean Master, y'all two are it when it comes to Aquaman's rogues gallery of villains. In essence, you got guaranteed money coming in for however long you want to play this role. Why would you say something? Oh man, Statham would be menacing. Yeah, he would be. He would be. Yahya, Iman, number 1 choice for T'Challa. So this is crazy. I think y'all would make an exceptional T'Challa. But let me just say this, and this is for anybody. Don't we have enough people in the MCU right now who don't care about the characters? Especially the black ones. Do we really need another one? Nah, y'all stay over there. Stay there, bro. Stay there. And stay there. Stay over there. Stay over there. Where we at? I want to make sure I keep us on schedule. It is 9:12 and everything like that. So I don't want to keep us too long. Like I said, it is Monday, first day of the week. I know some of us, well, no, today was a holiday. Y'all can hang out if y'all wanted to. Let's see here. I got this one. Y'all gonna love this one. Race swapping and gender bending. I'm gonna do a video on this later on. Race swapping and gender bending. Let me go ahead and share my views on it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like it. And see, people don't think. They be missing the forest for the trees sometimes. So we've seen quite a few characters, right? Yeah, Mr. Smith, you totally against it. They're not putting enough respect on Black Panther. I don't blame him for saying that. But what we gonna get? One Black Panther supposed to be the ultimate villain in part 2, Aquaman 2. Steve's like, I'm thinking this was gonna be his shining moment. I'm thinking, bring me up to speed on that as we move along though throughout the show. Please do, because I'm curious about that one. Where was I at? Good guys, y'all know I'm getting old. I'm trying to make sure I stay on point here. Oh, race swapping and gender bending. Here's my issue with it. And my issue with it, honestly, everybody should be able to relate because we've heard these whispers. We've seen these whispers throughout the message board. So Marvel doing this inclusion, inclusivity, gender bending, race swapping and everything, and supposedly the purpose for it is representation. I don't believe that to be true representation unless it translates over to the comic books. For instance, Namor is Aztecan. He's Talokan, and so he's going to be Namor, the Prince of Taloka. He's not Namor, the Prince of Atlantis. So, and mind you, I just had an arbitrary thought the other day. I was like, does his name even make sense? Like Namora, Namorita. Do the names make any sense whatsoever when we speaking of the Aztec culture? I don't think the names translate. This is me. But in the comics, because I don't want to go on a tangent, in the comics, he's still going to be Namor from Atlantis. So only in the movies do my brown brothers and sisters get to enjoy Namor as their superhero. They don't get to enjoy him as their superhero in the comic books. That's empty representation. Not only that, but let's look at it like this. Help me out with this one. Jean Barbier. So they're not even going to name drop Atlantis? No, they're not name dropping Atlantis. It's Taloka. He's Namor from Taloka. He's Talokan. They speak Talokan. I got mad, and people didn't understand why I really got mad. I got mad because I'm like, okay, if you finna race swap this character, don't rob the brothers and sisters of Namor's history. Don't do that. But yeah, this Namor just exists for the MCU. They have a new comic book coming out in October, Namor Future something or whatever, and it's going to take years in the future after Atlantis, not Taloka, after Atlantis has been destroyed. So even in the comic books, Namor is still Namor McKenzie. He's not Namor from Taloka at all. So that's empty representation to me. Race swapping and gender bending is lazy storytelling. Let me tell you why I have a problem with gender bending and race swapping. And it's going to be so simple. I don't understand why people don't think about it. I don't like gender bending or race swapping because I don't want you touching characters that I care about. I don't want T'Challa gay. I don't want T'Challa female. I don't want a rural gay. I don't want a rural male. Watch this. Mr. Smith, you'll be able to appreciate this one. Jean Barbier, I need him to be gay. I don't want him heterosexual. I don't want him coming home to no woman. I want him coming home to his husband. See how I did? See how I did that? No. I'm never gonna be okay. Right. I'm not. Don't touch my character. Don't make my character white. Don't make T'Challa Asian. Don't make T'Challa Mexican. Don't make T'Challa Native American. No. Leave T'Challa right there where he is. And if I feel that way about T'Challa, I'm not finna touch Mary Jane. Somebody come to me and say, man, I'm mad about Mary Jane being replaced by old girl. You know what? You right. You feel some type of way about Mary Jane being replaced by Zendaya? You got a right to feel that way. I'm right there with you. We finna slap high five like, yeah. Mary Jane's supposed to have red hair, freckles. She thick too. Y'all know Mary Jane thick. Don't do that. Don't act like I'm the only one. Don't act like I'm the only one. Y'all know Mary Jane thick. Don't act like that. Mary Jane Watson is not Zendaya. Low key, Mary Jane Watson wasn't even no girl that was in Spider-Man, not with Andrew Garfield, what Tobey Maguire. That wasn't even Mary Jane and Tobey Maguire. If y'all want to give me a Mary Jane Watson, I need red hair and thick with dimples and some freckles. That's what I need. Don't do that no more. Don't. All right. See, we be talking about comic book accurate, right? Comic book accurate. Yeah, Flash Thompson. Watch this. It was bad enough that you race swap Flash Thompson. But the Flash Thompson that you gave me, he bullying who? Who is he bullying? No. Flash Thompson is another dude that's supposed to be physically imposing, intimidating. The dude played football. Who the hell was this dude? So now what we're telling me is, because kind of crazy, because the dude that created Adam Brashear played football and is a theorist, scientist, or something like that. So now what you're telling me is I can't play sports and be smart at the same damn time. That's what you're telling me? At the very damn least, Flash Thompson, you can put him on the science fair team, but the dude should have been like, who is this dude? Tom Holland. If we put this dude side by side with Tom Holland, if this dude ain't working out like Tom Holland, you not believing Tom Holland gonna let this dude punk him. Tom Holland finna slap the fire at this dude. It is what it is. Feige is playing fast and loose with these characters with no reverence for the source material. Bryce Dallas, Howard, Mary Jane. Yep. And I'm glad you said that, Kamoyo. We're gonna get into that later on down the road because there's actually CBR actually published an article 2 days ago that I think ties into what you just alluded to as far as Marvel source material playing loose goosey and fancy free with it. We're gonna keep the show moving right along. We got 6:29. Like I said, I was gonna promise. I wanted to keep y'all on a schedule, keep us on a schedule. Gore the God Butcher, Hasbro has released a new Gore the God Butcher action figure, and this action figure is comic book. You know that's gonna be the running theme for the next. That's gonna be the running theme for the next week or so. Hasbro has released a brand new comic book accurate Gore the God Butcher action figure, and this action figure, you can go check it out on Hasbro if y'all like me to. I put the link down in the comment section where y'all can view that and everything like that. But this action figure, if you read the comics and you wanted that Gore action figure, my question to Hasbro is, why would you even do this? What do we just dropped Thor action figures like 2-3 months ago? Why even? And mind you, the Gore action figure that they have now looks a whole lot better than to me than Christian Bale. And I don't even know why they didn't get Christian Bale's character, his on-screen persona right. Like, I don't know why they didn't give him the right. Like, I don't know why that didn't happen. But yeah, so I feel bad for all of those that bought the entire Thor wave. bought the Gore God Butcher action figure because Hasbro is dropping another one. So, and it looks better. It looks better. It's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. True representation of that particular action figure. Where we at? Want to go over the comments? Make sure we got them. Kirsten Dunst. Yeah, Kirsten Dunst. That wasn't Mary Jane. That was not Mary Jane. I don't know what that was. That wasn't Mary Jane. I know because no, that wasn't Mary Jane. I know. Yeah. They made Flash the captain of the chess team. He could have been. See me, I'm like this. I play chess. I play football too. One of my favorite sayings, which I originated, football is nothing more than chess being played on grass. So the insinuation that he couldn't be the captain of both the chess team and the football team, I'm you know, as a dude, I'm offended. I'm offended. I'm not really offended, but I'm offended. Okay. Like I'm not really offended, but I'm offended. I'm slightly offended that I'm offended. I'm offended because I'm offended because I play chess. I play chess, and I'm a football coach, and I'm thinking most football coaches probably do play chess. It's a strategy. Yeah. See, Steve will play both. Yeah. So I heard Tyka's not coming back. I heard that he's not coming back now. My question, because I'm pretty sure he's seen the boards, the message boards and everything like that. And universally speaking, while some may consider Thor Love and Thunder to be entertaining, too many people thought Thor Love and Thunder was too funny. As we talked on Chillmonger's 33 Questions, the true iteration of Thor, the closest iteration of the comic book Thor that we got was the first Thor movie. That was it. I think the perfect combination of humor and seriousness was Ragnarok. I think that was a perfect combination, but we want to overdo it. These are superhero movies. Who say they had to be funny through and through? Now, watch this. This me being petty. Some might argue that Thor Love and Thunder is funnier than the She-Hulk movie, and the She-Hulk movie, I'm sorry, the She-Hulk series, and the She-Hulk series is supposed to be funny. Am I wrong in saying that? Am I wrong in saying that? Y'all help me out. Let me see here. I played both, also tried to break that stereotype. Yeah. Was hating in her, yep. Thank God, Kirsten Dunst and Anna Paquin were horrible casting. You know what? This might be me, and I could be wrong. I apologize right now. I can't remember the young lady's name, but you know who I would have liked to see play Mary Jane? Just you know, the same young lady that showed up in the first two Transformers movies. She could have played Mary Jane, and I'd have been fine with that. I'd be like, yep, that's Mary Jane. Could y'all imagine her saying, Tiger, go get him, Tiger? You'd be like, you would have been looking at Peter. You'd be like, boy, you better go get him. You heard what your lady just told you? She said, go get him, Tiger. You better go get him and come on back home. I know you wants to come on. Yeah. Yes, Megan Fox. Megan Fox to me would have made it. And mind you, all they had to do was dye her hair like a nice little auburn color. Right? Nice little auburn brown color and everything like that. Mary Jane. Mary Jane. Because it's certain female characters that if we can look at Thor, show his whole ass to the world, pectoral muscles, six-pack abs and everything like that, showing that he's been working out. He got his quads on deck. He got, you know, all this and everything like that. Why I can't get no female? And if we can see him complete, because I need Marvel to know, I don't want to see the dudes naked all the time. Because what you finna give me with a female that's gonna compare to that scene? We can't show the chest, right? We can't show the chest. You're not gonna show me the buttocks. All you can really do is show me her abs. So Marvel, if we doing this thing where we're going to and I can't wait till I get to that She-Hulk thing. If we're gonna do this thing where we're not wanting to promote negative stereotypes about demographics, then let's be consistent with it. Because I'm sitting up like, shout out to Trey Michael, because he mentioned it. Even in regards to the action figures, you giving me the dudes a dude action figure that's like that. That's sexy to a female. As us as men, we look at it like, yep, that's how he's supposed to look. Because we don't want the action figure looking weak. No, if Thor's supposed to be on Swole Patrol, but we're not looking at Thor saying Thor's sexy. We're not looking at the female action figures and saying they sexy. We looking at the females like, that's how she's supposed to look. So Marvel, what? Don't give me no Victoria's Secrets model to represent Aurora Monroe. Don't give me no Victoria's Secret model to represent Aurora Monroe. Do not give me a Victoria's Secret model to represent Misty Knight. I do not want to see that, because I know them sisters. That's not what that is. That ain't what that is. So do not do that, point blank, period. Anyway, I want to keep moving right along. I want to keep, where we at? 7:28. Oh, we're making good time. It's 7:28. We got like 32 minutes and everything like that. Oh, I know y'all can't wait till we talk about this She-Hulk episode 3. So CBR, and I'll make sure I put that link down in the comment section as well, asks, why don't the movies support the comics like the comics support the movies? CBR is posted an article 2 days ago talking about basically how the comics go out of their way to promote the movies, but the movies don't promote the comics. Thus, a divide. The fans that go see the movies, some might know a comic book exists, some might not know a comic book exists. But what they do not know is that the movie that they're watching is based on a story arc, a particular comic book arc. So what CBR was suggesting was that, hey, when they put these movies out, they need to advertise the comic that the movie is coming from, not just in the movie theaters, but also when somebody goes buy a DVD, somebody go buy a Blu-ray or something like that, they should reference the comic book. Damn good idea. The reason for that, they state, is because, like I said, people aren't knowing that the movies are based off the comic books, and they're thinking the comic book, the movie, they're thinking the movie is the end all say all, when truth be told, it isn't. Now, let me say this, because I do understand that by and large, the time frame that we're from, you could go to a newspaper stand, you could go to a drugstore, any place that sold periodicals, you could go buy a comic book. Well, you know what? That ain't changed today. As a matter of fact, they make more ways for people to get in to get comic books. I say that because if you're a fan, you're a fan. Barnes & Noble is still open. eBay and Amazon are sites that you can order comic books from. No different than you could order comics and have them sent from DC and Marvel directly to your home. Why did I say that? If somebody does not want to do something, they will create 1,000 excuses for why it cannot be done. Somebody that wants to get something done, you can't tell them no. They're going to make a way for it to happen. If you are ignorant as a comic book fan, it's because you, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, I ain't saying, I'm just saying, if you're ignorant as a comic book fan, it's because you've chosen to be ignorant as a comic book fan. All of us have grown up, whether it be middle school, elementary school, high school, college. We all knew those nerds that knew science fiction type stuff. So if you the cool person and you just want to go off the fact that you went to go see a damn movie and you finna let that be the end all say all when it comes to your knowledge, that's on you. You know somebody that knows something about comics. You just think you too damn good and too damn cool to go ask them. So you would rather be ignorant and stupid than be educated. I'm not here for the excuses. And I'm gonna let y'all in on something. My life has not afforded me a whole bunch of excuses. So if my life ain't affording me no excuses for me to be in the situation that I'm in, I'm not giving anybody else any other excuses. You choosing to be stupid. You choosing to be ignorant. Crazy because you got a smart device in your hand. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I'm moving right along. I'm gonna get off my little soapbox on that one. The woman who played Bill Sick in American Gods needs to play Storm in the discussion. Nico, you're gonna have to send me a picture of her because I didn't really get up on American Gods like that. So you're gonna have to send me a picture of her and I'll let you know. You know, I ain't saying, I'm just saying, you gotta send me a picture. It's one-sided because the films always get top priority. They do. The films get top priority. You're absolutely right. And I understand that. It's kind of like as I was saying to my best friend / business manager, Aaron the Big Word Brinkley. I understand why that happens. The movie business has way more fans than the comic book industry does. Get that? So the comic book industry has less devoted fans than the movie industry. The movie industry has casual fans. Now, mind you, they've been called casuals by a whole bunch of YouTubers, a whole bunch of people. And we get that. They're making these movies to appeal to the casual fan. Where the casual fan is getting it messed up is they think they know more than the devoted fan. And the casual fan ain't even trying to get on the devoted fan's level. When a devoted fan makes a statement, we get called misogynistic. We get told we stop, our little boys need to stop crying. We get insulted as gatekeepers because we're dedicated fans. That's the craziest damn thing. CBR basically through that article just said what's wrong, the rift between casual fans and comic book fans, and then just validated that comic book fans know more about the source material than the casual fan does. They did. Here's the thing. My question is, why the executives at these movie companies, Marvel, and I can't really say DC because I don't know what DC has going on right now. They got it right with the Snyder Cut. Got it right with Shazam. Got it right with Aquaman. Got it right with Wonder Woman. I do not understand what DC has going on right now where they can't get it right. The Batgirl movie, as K-Dot said to me, the Batgirl movie was, do not introduce Batgirl as on a solo movie until you put her in a Batman movie. You'd have had some great writing, but Batgirl movie would have had to, how can I put this? That movie would have did well based on word of mouth. Like people would have had to have been blown away from the first night. And the first night, when, in my opinion, the first night Batgirl would have came out, it wasn't gonna do that well. It would have had to do something. Its overall numbers. The Lord of the Rings book sold millions of copies after the success of the films. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked that way with superhero films and comics. You're right, Steve, and I think that's because the Lord of the Rings, if we just, okay, it's the perception versus reality thing. Everybody, Lord of the Rings, superheroes, they all got abilities, powers. They all do. The thing is, we say superhero, and what we've done is Lord of the Rings is a book that scholars would talk about. That's a book that you're going to find unapologetically on any college campus. You'll have people talking about that book as far as teaching from it. But somebody wrote it. It's still a book based on people with special abilities. That's what it is. They don't want to look at, because we throw the word superhero in front of it, they don't want to look at it. We could take Dr. Fate, put him in the Lord of the Rings, be doing the same damn thing everybody else does. We could do that with any mystical superhero. And what would these so-called scholars have to say then? It's perception versus reality thing. My opinion. That's my opinion. Where we at? 7:36. Want to make sure I keep us up to date. Y'all make sure y'all let me know what's going on, because I know what y'all. I guess we can go ahead and get to it. Episode 3. She-Hulk. Episode 3, She-Hulk. I'm gonna go back to what we talked about earlier. Accurate comic book. I think the She-Hulk should be thicker than what she is. I do. That's me. That's my apology. I'm gonna say that's my opinion. I think she should be bigger than what she is. If I understand Marvel correctly, they say she's going to go through an evolutionary process. She's going to get bigger. Hopefully that's the case. Her and Megan twerking, body yada 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 yada. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna give this comment from what, because some people had some bad stuff to say. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it 100. First we're gonna talk about Megan. Shout out to Megan. I'm happy for the young lady. I really am. As I've said on many other videos, I just want to continue to see her career grow. I want to continue to see her grow as an artist. I can't be mad at the type of music that she puts out, because I'm not mad at the fact that I was listening to 2 Live Crew and Uncle Luke back in the throw that D. I'm not gonna apologize for that. So I'm not gonna be mad at Megan. What we saying? That's my last episode of She-Hulk I'm watching. Boycott Activision. Hold on, man. We got to talk about this Activision thing you got going on, man. That used to be my thing back in the day. Episode 2-3 was worse than episode 1 for me. Lord was serious storytelling. Superhero films are treated as comedy and selling towards kids. Exactly. And that, Kamoyo, to me, that's the perception of it. Because watch this. We create Harry Potter toys, Lord of the Ring toys for kids too. It's the whole perception thing. But yeah, and the reason why I said Activision, because used to play on the Atari back in the day. Me and my homeboys had the Atari League, Atari football back in the day. Mr. Smith, I know you can probably, Atari 2600 and everything like that, the little A and everything. So you just brought back memories when I saw that on your boycott. But so twerking. So like I said, I'm not gonna knock that. Here's what I'm looking at the showrunners. Is this a comedy? Or is this a show with a political statement? Are we supposed to see females as being beyond certain things? Or is this a show where, because I'm confused. Because I look at episode 1, and as I alluded to in the early video where I reviewed episode 1 and everything like that, you got the dude he has no male friends. And that's the guy that's her co-worker. Then we got Pug, and Pug look like if you say boo, he might jump out the building. But he's a good dude. I would like to think you could be a good dude and be a strong dude at the same time. Episode 1, Jennifer is talking to Bruce about controlling her anger every day. And one of the things that she talked about is cat calls. Okay. Well, right after she turns into the Hulk, she's at the little hole in the wall. The guys come outside. I've seen females get harassed way worse than that. And she freaked out. She turned into the She-Hulk. And she didn't do anything for them to, except be outside. She didn't do anything. Like I said, they just asked her, and had she not turned into the She-Hulk, they probably would have kept going and it would have got worse. But initially, they were just talking to her. And I guess the message we're supposed to be sending is leave females alone. When they say they don't want to be bothered, they don't want to be bothered. But we've all worked at workplaces, right? Now, me for mine, I'm being fully transparent. I like a good twerk. I do. I ain't finna act like that. I do. I can appreciate a good twerk. As a red-blooded man, I live in New Orleans, the birthplace of twerking. It isn't a revolutionary act like the show's defenders are making it. Megan was wasting it. She was. I think that's why I said I would like to, I'm with you. I would like to see her continue to grow as an artist where when she comes in. Because honestly, I think Megan could play a great superhero, a great action hero, regardless of what role they give her. I think Megan could be a great bad guy. I think she could tap into it. I really, really do. I just don't know how I'm supposed to feel about a female openly twerking in the workplace. I get it. Listen, women got a right to do what they want to do. But we in the workplace. The windows up. Dude walked by your office and saw you in there twerking. You didn't even have the blinds down. So me as a dude, if I'm walking by and I see Megan and I see Jen twerking in the office, it's a difference if she's twerking at home. Like, my perception of her is going to be a whole lot different if I'm her man and she twerking in behind closed doors. Me. But she twerking in the workspace. Now, she just told Bruce, episode 1, she had to control her anger to deal with cat calls. Well, what am I supposed to do as a dude if she twerking? What am I supposed to do as a dude if she twerking? If I say something, what I got a 6-7 person mad at me. She twerking. And mind you, she looked like she knew what she was doing. Now, mind you, I got questions. This is the petty side of me. Can she twerk like that as Jennifer Walters, or is it she only can twerk like that when she That's me being petty. Nevertheless, what are we supposed to do with that? This is, please check your network connection. Well, what wound up happening is I got to do this now. My wife back online. Somebody turned off the internet and everything like that, so we back on here. We back on here. I got low-key Miley Cyrus vibes. You got Miley Cyrus? Well, you know what it is? I don't want to act like that with Miley Cyrus. I don't want to do that because that's going to be me being petty with Miley Cyrus, and I know what I'm finna say. So I'm not finna necessarily do that with Miley Cyrus. I know where you're going. I ain't gonna do that with Miley. But let's see where we at. He doesn't feel that it is very authentic to the craft of theater work, I guess. Fact. I saw that statement. I'm a Fighting Illini fan, but their football ain't that good. No, it's not that good. Hold on. You know what? You can have people in this house, and people would tear up. People just ain't gonna do right. People just are not gonna do right. Where we at? So, like I said, that being said, with Megan Thee Stallion, I just would have wanted to see her, do something better, do something different. So, I think that's about it. We're at the 43-minute and 52-second mark. I tried to keep y'all on the schedule and everything like that. But yeah, we're gonna do this every Monday from 7 to 8. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Ashura. Ashura wasn't here tonight. I didn't see Ashura, but Ashura was the one responsible for making me do this. Hold on for 1 second. Yes, ma'am. My wife came in the room. She wants my attention. We back. I don't know what happened. Good God Almighty Jesus. I don't know what happened. We froze. I appreciate y'all for hanging around, though. I really, really do. Because y'all ain't have to. Megan could play knockout. Twerking it would have you in HR quick. Yes. Twerking at work, especially with the blind. How you twerking in your office? Everybody can see you. Like, now see? You said something in. Because what happened? Dude walked by. The boss walked by. And he see you twerking. Now, mind you, I got questions. I got questions. I'm gonna see if y'all got some answers. So, Steezel, you might remember this one. I know Mr. Smith will. So let's say I'm gonna go with this one. Because I think he would be the dude that would do it. Roberto DaCosta, son, him. Remember the Strikers from FAMU? Yeah, that right there. That there. Can Roberto DaCosta do a striker dance at Charles Xavier Institute? For gifted children and not receive a psychic blast? Can y'all picture Roberto all up on y'all like, what that number was on that side? Yeah, that. See, but we get Eve. Who's that girl? La 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 la. As Steve said, I had no expectations of She-Hulk. I'm not knocking the show. I said to myself, I'm going into this show expecting to see some superheroes and some villains. That's it. I haven't been impressed by Marvel Phase 4. When we should just be interested in telling good superhero stories, we're still wanting to push an agenda. And I promise you, if you just tell the story, the agenda is right there. Like, we literally told Tony Stark's Demon in a Bottle story and did not have to push a narrative. That story was right there. It sat right there on its own. Didn't require anybody trying to write it into the story, trying to push a narrative. Oh, you should watch what you drink and everything like that. No, just write the damn story. But anyway, I done kept y'all long enough. 47 minutes and 25 seconds. I still got some more She-Hulk content to get out to y'all. Episode 2 and 3. Y'all telling me it's worse than episode 1. I just want to be able to say something good about Marvel. Like, I don't want to be that dude, but dang, y'all making me feel like I ain't gonna have nothing good to say about episode 2 and 3. So listen, that's my time. I'm finna go. Y'all come back. If I'm not mistaken, unless he changes his mind, Be Real will have his live Thursday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. If I'm not mistaken, I think Nico Bean does his lives on Twitter at, I want to say 6 o'clock or 7 Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. So y'all make sure y'all check him out, The Gifted Gemini, over there on Twitter. And yeah, I think that's about it. Before y'all go though, make sure y'all click like, share, subscribe to videos that I'll be posting and everything. Make sure you got your notification bell on, because I do be dropping content. I'm trying to get a schedule, but I really don't have one right now. So we gonna work on it. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.